coast to break east. Gotta get to the hangar, get an arm to the teeth. But the time at beauty is hot on the trail. Heat sensors activated and they never fail. But they're marching in slow, cause the surf is on. Maybe, just maybe, he'll get up and get gone. Turn the night vision on and hope for the best of new life of the hunter. Beta 1 double F.
Stand by for status update.
Alright, listen up. Wilson Unit 2, watch your left flank. Scanners are picking up some hot activity in that direction. Wilson 4, continue deployment. Demolition team out for reporting. Are those charges cleared again? But 4, got these scum pinned down. Let's finish the job.
Duck down in the alley and he's booking. With just enough moves, get the F Wilson's looking.
Made a round advance to rally point in your quadrants.
Heat vision's no good, but the city's on fire. And the active camouflage is a standard attire.
Line chain ETA, 44 minutes. Time.
The bombing picks up, the city's being overrun. 3 miles to go on the move without a gun.
Radar is picking up some suspicious heat signatures in Sector 014.
Slept out, they haven't found the operation. The mag launching beta from an old fire station. Viking squadron, the best of the best. Gotta find the marching army and put them to the test.
Stand by for status update.
Flash traffic priority help. First responder, I have an updated location map for you. Open across, now. Details of cover to secret fighter base deep underground civilian facility in Z14. Perform to intercept. Target is off high strategic importance. Repeat, high strategic importance.
Power on, display lights up. No incoming calls, no girls, no buzz. But the armor suit is tough enough to finally strike back with a one-man roll-left counter-attack. And heat signature detected and the troops march on. His comms reconfirms that the squadron's all gone. City's last best hope, and it rests with one man with 1,000 pounds of armor and a trigger in his hand, westbound. On a mission to destroy the maniac and his skeletal exterminators. Time to push back, all the while his money's made and it's payback time. Everything he does is gonna light them up for the crime. The world burns around him and it's time for the fight. Gigawatts of firepower as he's lighting up the night, and he's fighting for his right. It might be his last fight, but all his metal-faced bastards need to melt down tonight.
Of course I messed this up. What else is new? Hey everybody. So, I decided to start a driver career for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to mess around with F2 cars. And two, my career mode save is pissing me off no end. 3, also I wanted to mess with some wheel settings, and doing that in a slower car seemed to be a better choice. So I think I now have my wheel in a better place than it was before. But I guess we'll see. And yeah, let's drive an F2 car around Baku, I guess. And let's also be adventurous, why not? I mean, Baku's fast, but there's still the castle section that I would like some fame for. I can leave it on 3. I'm not going to change anything. Let's go. I don't actually know anything about F2. The format points, the race weekend is still strange to me. But I don't know. Pink BWT car, what do you want? Ooh, this doesn't turn. Hang on. For all this talk about my controls being, my wheel being set up right, I think my settings just reverted on my wheel. 1 second here while I change my degrees. Yep. That was odd. Thing just won't turn. Let's see how we are now. Maybe I'm just bad. That's also always a possibility. This is very strange. The corner I can take flat out in an F1 car, I can't take flat out in an F2 car. There we go, that's better. Yeah, my wheel was weird. Alright. So no ERS, only 6 gears on an F2 car. Apparently F2 still uses super softs and stuff, which I not aware of. That's because I don't follow F2 at all. Oh, get out of the way, Markelov, I'm faster than you. Fuck's sake. Shouldn't be so hard to pass through there, but it really is. Cost me a whole bunch of time to set the brake. Now he's just going to do me on the straight because he's got the slipstream. Or my car is just faster than his, because obviously. We're on pole despite being blocked by our own teammate. Hey Teddy, how you doing? Hello, that was a spin. All this time slow as hell anyway, I should just quit. Right. Let's see what our first lap actually got us. We're still on pole somehow. Oh, comfortably. So the F2 AI seems way weaker than the regular AI in this game. I don't know why. Like I haven't changed the difficulty, but this is like a common thing. Like I just qualified seconds ahead or something. Actually, is there? Might just go straight to the race. Yes, I can.
The grid is all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our... Welcome back to Baku. Well then...
Super soft to medium. Right. I feel like I should maybe take in a setup with more downforce, because I'm finding some of these corners tricky to get round. But we're here now. My wheel is not... Hang on a minute. How do I like this game? I like it a lot. I don't like how my wheel is acting at the moment. So I spent a whole bunch of time trying to set up my wheel properly, because basically the amount I was turning the wheel in real life was not matching up with the game. But I thought I fixed that yesterday. But just going through that section, it feels like, now maybe this is what it should be. Basically, I was going, get full lock in the game, I had to go way more than full lock in real life, if that makes any sense. I really thought I'd solved. There we go. So now my guy in game is actually turning the wheel the same amount I do. Suddenly all these corners become a lot easier to drive around. Weirdly enough. Oh, fuck that up. Come on, let's keep going. I don't know about being a big racing fan. I like watching F1. Yeah, I guess. I used to watch a lot of touring cars back when the British Touring Car Championship was actually good. Currently, I seem to play a lot of driving games recently, but a lot of that is having this wheel and having a lot of fun whipping it around in video games. I don't know, if I had time I'd watch stuff like WEC and, you know, endurance racing, Le Mans and all that business, but I just don't have time to devote to 6-hour-long races, you know. 'Cause endurance racing is fascinating to me. I'm not driving particularly well today, thus far. At the very least, my wheels acting like it should do now. Figure out when I'm scheduled to pit. In 5 and 7? Okay. It's just what tires did. I've had a knack already. So I have an awful lot of videos on my channel of me playing Gran Turismo 4. Which some point I'll get back to. I've taken a long break from it because it was beginning to get on my nerves for a lot of reasons. But if you ever want to see some Gran Turismo 4, I've got hours of it on the internet. Nice. A couple of weeks ago I just hit affiliate on Twitch, which I'm quite proud of, if I'm honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to make any money from this because no one wants to watch my stuff, but that wasn't the point. I just wanted to hit that goal that I set myself. Oh no, why did the car just not turn? okay, that's weird. Something's off about a wheel, but I can't put my finger on it. Ah, thanks, man. Okay, a bunch of people are going to overtake us as we pit, but that's fine. Because they will pit next lap and we'll make it all out. Why? Something is not fully right with my setup today. I cannot at all put my finger on what it is or how to solve it. But specifically turning left, I feel like sometimes it doesn't turn like it should. I don't know. Of course, that gets me thinking if it's something to do with my dodgy wrist. Obviously, I've got one hand that works way better than the other, and I wonder if that's actually having more of an input on anything than anything else. Big old corn cut there. Of course, there's always the possibility that it's just me driving badly. Which is actually the most likely reason for it being terrible. Alright, there's no point trying to fight past these people here. There's one, they're all going to go in the pits, and two, I'm going to get DRS at the end of the straight anyway. So we're just going to stay behind the eyelet here. And then move to the right because he'll go into the pits. There he goes. And we regain first.
Is in the pits.
What the what is going on when I turn left? I don't understand. Something is off.
Martin is coming in for his stop.
I'm messing my settings one more time after this, I think. This is so weird. I feel like I oversteered into every right hand corner and understeering into every left. What is happening? I actually don't understand. Let me mess my wheel before I... How do I... Okay, this is where I'm going to restart from. I don't get what's happening, but I don't like it. That was weird. Something is very off. I don't know if it's my feedback settings or something, but something's really messing with me. Again, there's always a possibility that it's just me being terrible and there's nothing wrong with anything that's set up here. I just suck. Always have to be willing to accept that possibility. I probably am coming into a lot of these corners too quickly. It's nothing straight that is... Well, I say straight. Third sector where you're flat out. I don't get why I'm having such trouble. Maybe I'm just... What I should have maybe put the higher downforce setup on the car. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just used to having more turn in and turn out. I don't know. Possible, I guess. Still playing Mario Golf? Yeah, I dip in and out of it. There will probably be another stream of that very soon here. I almost played it today, but I decided I want to drive some cars. To be honest, my buddy keeps talking about getting it, and that will definitely increase the amount of time I spend streaming it. But yeah, there'll be more Mario Golf. Why is this not... I can't keep saying I don't understand. It's fairly obvious I understand, but... why this keeps happening is beyond me. I don't know that I did anything different that time around, but whatever, here we are. I can hear that I'm locking up wheels, which is weird, because I'm pretty sure I should have ABS turned on. Flexing. Weird, I don't feel like I should have to lift that, but I'm doing it. Maybe it really is just down to the fucking downforce I picked. In the next race I'll go down to preset 2 and see if I can actually solve some of these issues. Come on. Guess he flashed back to the wrong point. Spoiler alert, it was me. Why am I so bad at this today? Like, I'm not the greatest player in the world at the best of times, but I'm better than this. I hit the same wall again. It's amazing. Exact same place. Also, I keep talking about putting more downforce on the car, but I don't know if I can actually change my setup between the two races in F2. I guess we'll find out. what is happening. It's amazing that I keep fucking up like in the same spaces, but in ways I should never actually fuck up. I don't get it. Just understeering on forward exits again and again. Had a fucking break then, that's definitely not how it should be done. Ooh, the tires are dead. Not great. Especially the fronts, which would make sense of me being able to turn into corners. I've lifted so many times through there, I haven't had to do it that badly before. Yeah, I don't know. Strange things are happening to me. I'm really confused. It almost feels like I don't have ABS on or something in certain corners. I'm gonna check it. There should be no reason I don't, but it feels like I don't have ABS. Yeah, they're on. Confusing. Maybe I'm just bad. Very bad. speed, they're very bad. That corner right there. I'm wondering if maybe I damaged my car when I hit the wall early on, and that's why I'm having trouble. I think it's still most likely it's just me being bad though. So I almost hit the wall again. Oh. We won the first race in Baku. Gonna get through all the menus here, and I'm gonna take a quick break, grab a drink, get some air, stretch my legs, stretch my back, and then we'll be back for the sprint race.
A hard fought. Here come our winning. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Evans increases their championship lead.
Okay. Before we, like I said, before we go on to the sprint, I'm going to take a quick break. Stick around, be back soon. Hey, my keys don't work either. This stream's just going fantastically. Stream Deck is a bad program. Okay, it literally isn't. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Be right back.
So why did you do it? Dope? Revenge?
I did it all for the dope, 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 dope. I did it all for the dope, 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 dope.
So why did you do it? Dope?
did it all for the dope, 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 dope,
So why did you do it? Dope? Revenge? So why did you do it? So why did you do it?
What am I to do when I look at you? All I see is pain. When I think of you and your new hairdo, it just drives me insane. Girl, you nation of my heart, you'll tear this letter apart and spit upon my brain. We only got one chance, can I have this dance? Cause it's the runaway rib. It's the reason that we love. And the runaway rib. When the push comes to shove. And the runaway rib is the reason that we cry. And the runaway rib has a face just like a pie. Violation and motivation, and I still can taste your skin. Try to rub me out, try to erase your lies. Girl, why are you still with him? Bring it back to we, just you and me. Please wear my jacket and my pen. I can't take this shit, you were made for me. I blame the runaway rib. It's the reason I still care. And the runaway rib always will be there. And the runaway rib, it makes me wanna die. When the runaway rib stick a knife into my eyes, my eyes, my eyes, my eyes, my
So, I was fishing earlier today.
How'd that go?
Well, it went okay. I wasn't fishing for fish, though.
Really? What were you fishing for?
Well, I was hoping, you know, how you always hear stories in the news about, you know, oh, body found in river. Well, I was pretty much just looking for dead bodies with a fishing pole.
Really? You'd have probably better luck. And if you just want to find a body, you know, you can get them over, like, at the mortuary. They have 'em.
That's true. Yeah, how much does a body cost nowadays?
I was down there a couple of weeks back, and Daryl wanted, like,
dog buns, and you know, he's trying to get up in my business. I didn't really appreciate that.
But Willie's a funny guy. What's the guy who hangs out with Willie's friends with Dana?
Oh, Dana's brother or the other guy?
It's, no, not Dana's
Dana's
brother.
brother is Shane.
That's Shane. Who's the other guy?
Oh man, what is it? I want to say Dean.
Might be Dean. Yeah, Dean. That's it. Yeah, he's got an eye patch.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's definitely Dean. Dean has the eye patch.
He drives some big old truck. He's got the Calvin, the peeing on somebody.
Yeah,
I think he's peeing on.
Robin Williams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
I don't
I think
understand.
I hear he rolled his truck and
Really?
traded it in. He said he was down at the bike shop a couple weeks ago when I was in there getting my tires reinflated, and he said something about needing, you know, like some chrome wheels for a Huffy or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to pay too much attention to him
but
because
that guy's crazy.
Yeah,
You
well,
know
it's
he
like-
drives a Baylor, right?
yeah, well, I mean, you know, how do you think he got the eye patch in the first place?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he rolled that Baylor.
Yeah, he got so upset that he stuck his thumb in his eye. I was there when he did it. man.
Really?
It was,
Oh.
we were over at Red's.
That's pretty gruesome.
Yeah, you know, we were just playing pool and he started crying and then, you know, he just stuck his thumb in there and
Yeah.
started doing some, you know, like voodoo. He was
Right.
chanting in French.
Wait, what were you doing? Wasn't Red's like a big Amish hangout or something?
Yeah, I've been. Okay, well, alright, I gotta tell you. I'm converting to Amish.
Amishism. Wow. That's.
Yeah.
Did they teach you how to like make butter? Or...
Well, see, okay, well, I still have my motorcycle, right? So I told him I couldn't get rid of that right away. So I've been churning butter in the crankcase, my motorcycle.
Really? Oh, well, that's very classical. I mean, that's why they call butter crank.
Yeah, seriously. Have you ever done butter, you know, just straight butter?
Once, but I mean, you know,
I mean,
when I
might
was
as-
in college, I tried it a couple of times.
Oh man, well, might as well. You know, it's like eating cotton candy, and you know, all of a sudden, you're on the carousel and you're throwing up
Yeah,
on the
no,
guy below
I
you.
was face down in the laundromat for 16 hours because they looked at the security tapes, and apparently I was in there and I was making like linoleum angels for all that time. I don't really know how I got there. All I know is that I was woken up. You remember that creepy guy? The guy that
Which is
majored in
the one
political
with the
science?
with the brown pants that were he like spray painted.
Yeah, the spray painted
himself.
brown pants.
Yeah.
He was there, so you know it was trouble. We need it.
You know what we're talking about.
We want to put our lips up to that gravy spout and get crazy.
On a whole quart of that mean juice.
With the price so high,
We can't afford to let loose.
pull the ski mask down.
Because it's time to go to this rich guy's mansion where the gravy flows.
Grappling hook at my side.
I've got the lock
We
picks.
better hurry, and I've got the no gravy fix.
We've got faces like
We
cops
got karate chops for security guards.
that think they can stop
If
us.
you just stay quiet, we'll get the gravy without a fight.
Groundskeepers by
The
day.
gravy robbers by night.
Our life of crime, it knows no bounds. Gotta get all the gravy stashed in this town. If any of you
Trying to get in the way, that blam blam blam. That's all I gotta say.
Gotta get it. Gotta
Hey everybody,
get gravy. Gotta get
break time's over. Race time is now. Monster Mango Loco. Sponsor me, Monster. I can provide you with absolutely nothing of worth to you, but I like your drinks. I would like a whole bunch of them for free. No ash you don't get, right? So, sprint race, Baku. Let's see if it will let me change my car setup. I don't know, because I don't know the rules of F2 well enough. We're going to find out.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim
No
for another
account.
top 10 finish.
Okay. Let's drive for 20 minutes on mediums. I hope I don't crash a million times. Getting your second vaccination, Teddy. Nice, 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 nice. I had my second one a couple of months ago now. All Pfizered up. So now I get excellent 5G signal. And Bill Gates can read my thoughts. I'm joking if that wasn't apparent. Get vaccinated, god damn it. Anyway, life's gonna go back to normal. I assure you, Bill Gates is not interested in anything you have to say or do or think about. It is my solemn promise to you, random Twitch viewer. Okay, so here's some of the things I know about F2. Christian Lundgaard's a twat. That's all I got. So, I have no qualms with pushing him off the road if need be. Mick Schumacher is, of course, Mick Schumacher. So I watched the Schumacher Netflix documentary yesterday, and if you know nothing about Michael Schumacher, I'm sure it's great. And if you are only interested in Michael Schumacher, the person away from the car, it's great. However, I have...
Check your
kidding me.
MFD.
I have some real issues with that dog. So, Schumacher, like, I'm not saying anything that no one doesn't already know, but Schumacher has a reputation for, how can I put this diplomatically, for being unsporting. Oh, speaking of unsporting, his son just tried killing me there. Yeah, Schumacher had a reputation for being unsporting. He did many things that are questionable in his F1 career. He, for example, I'm just going to rattle off, well, the two main things that come to mind that were literally not addressed for even a second in this documentary. Qualified in Monaco 1 year, he had the fastest lap. I think it was Alonso was behind him on track and then setting a faster one, and so Michael just parked his car in the second to last corner so Alonso couldn't set a time and therefore couldn't put him on pole. Not mentioned for a single second in a documentary. Nothing. Like, if you didn't know it happened, you wouldn't know it happened from this documentary. The next one is when he made his comeback in 2010, 11, something like that. I forget at what track, but he made one of the most dangerous fucking moves I've ever seen in any race, when he almost squeezed Rubens Barrichello into a fucking wall at 300 kph, more or less, give or take. Not mentioned once in the documentary, nothing at all. There's no mention of Barrichello having to pull over for him so he could get a win in the race where that happened. And then 1998 Spa, he was trying to lap David Coulthard, slammed into the back of him, entirely Schumacher's fault, and yet somehow this documentary paints Coulthard as the fucking as the person who did wrong. And it's just like they almost say completely whitewashed his driving career, because they mention him hitting Villeneuve in that championship fight, and they mention him hitting Damon Hill in that championship fight. But it's just, it's not representative of the man as a whole, that documentary, I don't think. Like, I feel it's disingenuous to basically act like Schumacher was just an intense driver who, you know, occasionally made some bad decisions. Nah, bollocks. He was flat out endangering people, and well, the Barrichello one, he definitely endangered people. Both himself and Rubens Barrichello. Oh, Robert, you twat. That was actually not that dissimilar to what Schumacher did to Barrichello, just squeezing him into a wall. yeah, it felt, I mean, incomplete is maybe not a fair term either. Propaganda's not a fair term either, but it kind of felt like that in places. Just disingenuous, incomplete. Like, here are these things that Schumacher did and are completely and utterly intertwined with his career and his personality as a racing driver and a person, that were just completely fucking not even spoken about. That to me is like, that's not a documentary anymore. That's the Schumacher family wanting to make some money without making their, and I understand why, but without wanting to make their husband and father and so on and so forth come off negatively. But I think they do a disservice to themselves and to Michael himself in doing so. That's where I stand on it. Oh god, talking about doing a disservice. Don't get me wrong, I understand why a lot of people, because I've seen some reactions to the documentary on Twitter, for example, from people whose opinion on F1 I greatly respect. Danny O'Dwyer is who I'm thinking of in particular. He loved all the personal stuff, and sure. And he doesn't want to talk about all the negative stuff because it's been done to death. And again, sure, I completely understand that. But I feel like it's then, as soon as you miss out such key aspects, it's not a documentary anymore. It's storytelling with the Schumacher family. It's again, propaganda's too harsh a word, but it's. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to hit piece either, but to literally not mention any of this stuff is a lie of omission, I think. That's my opinion anyway. Basically, it made me think of how all of Netflix's F1 content is, which is to say, it's if you don't know what actually happened, it's all very entertaining and very good. Like Drive to Survive, if you don't know the actual story of the season, you're not watching it as it happens, and Drive to Survive is brilliant. But if you do know what happens, you can spot all the errors and where they made things happen just for the sake of cameras and, you know, the editing out of chronological order and stuff like that. And that's what I got from this. And don't get me wrong, I was never expecting it to be a hit piece. I mean, how could it be? It's made by Schumacher's family, right? But can you not say, yeah, he went too far and probably shouldn't have squeezed Barrichello into a wall? That could have gone badly. Like, would that have been too much to add? Like, everyone knows it happened. This is not news. Safety car. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I can understand entirely why people liked Doc. I really can. But the parts that were missing stick out like a sore thumb to me. And it's just a real sense of, again, dishonesty is too far, but that's kind of the closest word I can come up with. There's a real sense of dishonesty to the entire thing. And some of the people they interview it come off as complete assholes. Like Ross Brawn, who is someone I actually have a great deal of respect for, comes out of this documentary looking terrible, if you ask me, because he was willing to disregard all the terrible things Schumacher did, and yet now his role in F1 is arguably somewhat fucking focused on safety. Like, he's the technical director of F1, something like that. So safety is part of his mandate, and yet here he is, like, saying, like, there's nothing untoward about him slamming into Villeneuve to win a fucking world championship, you know? Here's him talking about how he pushed Damon Hill off the track, going for a gap that absolutely wasn't there. But, you know, you know, he's an intense competitor, these things happen. Nah, mate, he endangered someone because you wanted to win a fucking championship, right? And to be fair to Damon Hill, he says when they talk about the crash in Australia, in Melbourne, is it Melbourne? Is it Adelaide? Adelaide. You know, if I was in his situation where I just needed to finish ahead of the race of Michael to win the World Championship, I don't know that I would have done the same. And I can respect that. And I think if everyone had come across and said that, I think that's a completely understandable viewpoint. But that's not the viewpoint that, for example, Ross Brawn had. And yeah, it's just... It felt like everyone was afraid to say anything negative about him. But the bit where they blamed Coulthard for the Spa 98 crash. So if you're not familiar, Belgian Grand Prix 1998 was very, very wet. And if you drive behind a Formula 1 car in the wet, you can't see anything. It's just how it is. The tyres are designed to kick up so much water that you literally can't see. Coulthard was getting lapped. They tell him on his radio, Schumacher's come around to lap you. So he slows down, because he knows that Schumacher ain't going to see him. And in slowing down, for whatever reason, Schumacher still just does not at all see him and slams into the back of him. There's nothing... It's not Coulthard's fault. You could argue he should have moved from the line he was on, but you could also argue that staying on the line and thus giving an unsighted guy a good indication, like a better idea of where you're going to be, is the better thing to do. Now, after the event, in the real world, Michael Schumacher came out and said, like, Coulthard has no blame in this. I messed up, essentially. Word to that effect. That was his general statement. It's like, yeah, Coulthard didn't do anything wrong at Spa. Yeah, you watch his documentary, and they even have Coulthard himself saying, no, it was my fault. Because I feel like he got, I don't know about strong-armed, but he would have been the one person sticking out who said, no, actually, Schumacher fucked up. But then saying that, he even says in the documentary, at the time he said to Schumacher, well, I didn't reverse into you. Like, can you do nothing wrong? Have you ever made a mistake? And Schumacher was, no, I don't think I have. I don't know, just... I'd recommend watching it if you don't know anything about Michael Schumacher, but know that what you're getting is not necessarily the most fair and balanced appraisal of his life and career. But again, I will say, the stuff with his family, like his wife comes off like an absolute saint. Like, we all deserve someone like Michael Schumacher's wife in our life. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't regret watching it, but I came away from it with a bitter taste in my mouth. The parking at Monaco thing is really bizarre, because there's no, well, it's not bizarre, it's all what you said in the rest of the film. Like, there's no way to defend Schumacher on that one. Like, that was without question him flat out cheating. There is no other possible interpretation of events you can have there. He was going to get beaten for pole at Monaco, so he parked his car in the second to last corner, so the guy who had a better time up to him at that point couldn't actually complete his lap. That's it. That is it. Black and white, cut and dried. Over, right? But if you didn't know that happened, like, he got a 20... No, was it 20? He started from the back of the grid in that race. That was his penalty. Like, it was ridiculed at the time for being such a blatant act of gamesmanship. And yet, you'd never know it happened if you only watch the stop. And that, to me, just doesn't feel right. That's not okay, I don't think. Yeah, I think my recommendation overall for the Schumacher doc is if you are actually familiar with his career, watch it. And if you're not familiar at all with his career, watch it with his Wikipedia article open on your phone. You know what I mean? Because there's some stuff that gets left out that is kind of just misses out key aspects of his character on and off track. But yeah, his wife comes off as an absolute saint, and we should all be so lucky to have someone like her. Mika Hakkinen comes off as... I mean, as Mika Hakkinen, he comes off as a very well-reasoned, well-balanced, stoic Finnish man. You know what I mean? Eddie Irvine comes across as someone not willing to maybe share all the details. But a lot of that is also Schumacher was known for being a very private person, so he may not have those details to actually give. Coulthard comes off as a fucking bootlicker, to be quite honest with you. Ross Brawn comes off as a completely biased fucking monster. Well, not monster, that's harsh, but he comes off as completely biased and unable to be at all objective about what he's talking about. Which I don't blame him for, I understand, but that's just my perception of it. John Tots comes off, surprisingly, to me at least, as a very, very well-reasoned and balanced and fair-minded person. Which is kind of crazy. Fabio Briatore, of all people, who is never been part of controversy in F1, comes off as how can I describe Flavio? Appreciative of the driver that Michael Schumacher was, without much care or insight into his personality, which, to be honest, is how I would imagine Fabio Briatore is with all of his drivers. He came across as a businessman, which he is. But like Eddie Jordan wasn't in that film enough. There's basically no mention of his comeback. Like, the only thing that really got spoken about from his comeback, like, there's no mention of him being in a team with Nico Rosberg. They had Sebastian Vettel talk for like a minute and a half in German, and that was kind of it. About how Schumacher's his idol and etc, which is, you know, not news. Yeah, it's very strange. All I could think while watching is like, yeah, this is completely the same people who put out Drive to Survive every year, isn't it? And I like Drive to Survive, but Drive to Survive is a show that has a fleeting relationship with the truth, shall we say? No, that's not fair. A fleeting relationship with chronological order. I will say as well, his daughter comes off as a tremendously nice person. And Mick Schumacher comes off as someone who misses his dad dearly. Which, you know, I can't blame the guy. I certainly wouldn't. Yeah, so the whole thing with Michael Schumacher throughout his career is that his slogan for his driving career is is private is private. Like, you never see anything to do with his wife or kids during his career. And like, this is mainly what, I'll say mainly, this is kind of what the documentary is supposed to open up about. But I feel, again, like I keep saying, I feel like it just provides an incomplete picture of the guy. Don't get me wrong, it's not like he was nothing but controversy and they ignored all of it. But I don't feel like you can talk about the brilliant driving without some of the less brilliant driving. That's all. Like, let's say in fucking, I don't know, 10, 15 years, there's a Seb Vettel documentary. I would hope you would hear about Multi-21, and you'd hear about how he fucking used, well, he still does to some degree, just bottle it and spin off tracks when he's winning, and, you know. And to not include that stuff would be disingenuous. Like him shitting all over Mark Webber, you know? Well, Mark Webber as well in that documentary comes off as a complete fucking simp, if we're being honest. Like, he comes off as a Michael Schumacher apologist. He can do no wrong, you know, this is the price of driving or whatever, for being successful. And like, nah mate. I think you've drank the Kool-Aid a bit too hard. I did appreciate the amount of clips they have throughout the doc with Murray Walker's commentary on some of it, because how could you not have Murray Walker? But you know, it's good to hear Murray. There will never be another commentator as good as Murray Walker in any sport, I'm convinced. I like Martin Brundle, but he's not Murray Walker. I don't like Crofty, and he definitely isn't Murray Walker. Oh, I just thought of another bit that I really disliked. So, early on in the doc, and obviously early on in Schumacher's F1 career, they go over how he was rivals with Senna, and then Senna died at Imola. And rather than paint it as, you know, this is a sad time for Formula 1, etc., etc., it gets painted as Schumacher is now feeling the burden of being the face of Formula 1. It's like, come off it, man. A guy's just fucking died, and you're acting like now this is a burden on you? Fuck off, you know? That kind of really got under my skin. But there's a lot of interviews at the time with him talking about how, you know, you don't expect these things to happen, it's very sad, etc. But then the story they tell along with that is that he saw it as a reason for him to suddenly have a lot of pressure on him, because he was now the guy, he was now the face, he was now expected to win in his Benetton. I was like, oh, fuck you. You know? There we go. It's me! Wish I had a baby pink racing
Well
suit.
then, that concludes another... I'm thoroughly exhausted after...
Not much of a joke, it's only a slight joke, that one.
Evans increases their championship lead. After this
We're
round
dead.
of the World Championship, here's how things look in the
am I?
drivers' table. And now, Davide Valsecchi,
Sweet.
let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Austria? Sure, I'll do Austria, I guess. I don't hate Austria. Oh, just wondering if I want to take a another quick break first. Stretch things out. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. Enjoy some music. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Got to get paid. Gotta get it. Got to get gravy. Gotta get it. Got to get paid. In this line of work, every job's a close call.
Had to stun gun 3 kids at the shopping mall.
We stick to the shadows, don't even show our teeth, and we lie and wait.
Just dreaming about the liquid beef, my gravy tanks on E, and I've got the shakes.
Brought the EMP to short out robot snakes.
They're crawling all around the gravy pit.
But we're gonna bust them up and take all of it. Suck it up with the gravy vacuum that I brought.
Hide the rest of my stomach, I need a lot.
The getaway was smooth.
Another victory, but now it's time to change
And
clothes.
go cut some trees.
Our life of crime, it knows no bounds. Gotta get all the gravy stashed in this town. If any of you try to get in our way, then
Blam, blam, blam.
is all I've gotta say.
Gotta get it, got to get
Gravy.
Gotta get it, got to get paid. Gotta get it, got to get
Gravy.
Gotta get it, got to get paid.
Another day, another fancy
With
operation.
the blueprints out, planning our infiltration.
Pathway is set, the caper is planned.
Fort Knox of gravy.
Yeah, all the gravy in the land.
Anaheim, CA is our destination.
The official capital of the gravy
I
nation.
just want to drink from the gravy sluice.
But the real prize is kept inside this spruce goose.
Magic boots filled with the best you'll ever taste.
Security sweep in 5 minutes.
We got to make haste, here they come.
Run!
If they trap us in
They'll sew our mouths shut.
and dunk us in gin.
Our life of crime, it knows no bounds. Gotta get all the gravy stashed in this town. If any of you try to get in our way, then
Blam, blam, blam.
is all I've gotta say.
Gotta get it, got to get
Gravy.
Gotta get it, got to get paid. Gotta get it, got to get
Gravy.
Gotta get it, got to get paid. Gotta get it, got to get gravy. Gotta get it, got to get paid. Gotta get it, got to get gravy. Gotta get it, got to get paid. Gotta get it,
I love gravy. I
Gotta get
need it.
got to get paid. Gotta get it, got to get gravy. Gotta get it, got to get paid. I saw you on the floor at the crisscross show, dancing like you always do. I know that you saw me too. I wasn't there alone, and you've got someone at home. You walk up to the bar, whisper in your ear, "You're my star." I see you looking at me.
Oh, yeah.
Let's leave, I'll set you free.
Oh, whoa.
Fog on the dance floor clears, you and me, we're out of here.
Let's go.
Upper deck, no sweet seats, watching some batter pick out his cleats. Bored to death, I thought I'd leave, then I saw you and you saw me. Chatted up, we talked for a while, you say you want a Connie Lansford style, but your man don't go all night. Whisper in your ear, I'll do it right. I see you looking at me.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, I'll set you free.
Oh, whoa.
Top row, the bleachers clear, you and me, we're out of here.
Let's go. Let's do it undercover. My temporary lover. Tonight is the night. Don't care if it's wrong or right. No time to decide. Yes, girl, let's take a ride. Out of here is where we'll slide. The body to my Clyde.
Mid-morning at the mall, shopping for shoes and a basketball. I saw you out on break, waiting in line at the Great Steak. Rich name tag and took a chance. Oaken type of casual, I love their pants. You said they're nice, but they're overpriced. Whisper in your ear, you smell real nice. I see you looking at me.
Oh, yeah.
Let's leave, I'll set you free.
Oh, whoa.
Line at the Great Steak clears, you and me, we're out of here.
Let's go. Let's do it undercover. My temporary lover. Tonight is the night. Don't care if it's wrong or right. No time to decide. Yes, girl, let's take a ride. Out of here is where we'll slide. The body to my Clyde.
Its reaction is a zirconium alloy, which might be used as cladding. This process increased both density and strength. More than 2 million uranium oxide pellets and 95,000 blankets were made.
Every night is the final night, and she cried. Every night I believe her, every morning she lied. Every time I go through it, a part of me dies. Every time I walk away, every time I walk away. You and me, girl, deadly electric. Go faster, go faster. Me and you, girl, already wrecked it. Go faster, go faster. You and me, girl, deadly electric. Go faster, go faster. Me and you, girl, already wrecked it. Go faster, go faster.
Extensive reactor physics calculations were performed to determine the design reactivity of the core. Neutron flux distribution. For example, found to be minus 80 times 10 to the minus 4 per Fahrenheit degree at operating temperature.
Every night is the final night. She cried every night. I believe her every morning. She lied. Every time I go through it, a part of me dies. Every time I walk away, every time I walk away. You and me, girl, deadly electric. Go faster, go faster. Me and you, girl, already wrecked it. Go faster, go faster. You and me, girl, deadly electric. Go faster, go faster. Me and you, girl, already wrecked it. Go faster, go faster. You run away from your problems. Think it's up to me to solve them, but I just can't take direction. I can't take this direct connection. You put it up to my window. My mind can't seem to let go. You have your image burning to my retinas. Deadly electric, I'm gonna get ya. You and me, girl, deadly electric. Go faster, go faster. Me and you, girl, already wrecked it. Go faster, go faster. You and me, girl, deadly electric. Go faster, go faster. Me and you, girl, already wrecked it. Go faster, go faster.
The 150-ton pressure vessel. The climax of these operations came on October 6th. In this design, no shaft seal is necessary. Lubricating bearings and cooling induction. It is capable of producing 100,000 kilowatts. On December 2nd, the reactor went critical for the first time. Full power. The full output of 60,000 kilowatts was reached 5 days after synchronization.
Hey, Stabby. You still there, my man? Right. Austria. Spielberg, the Red Bull Ring, etc., etc. Here's what I think about the Red Bull Ring. Sponsor me, Monster. I have nothing to offer you, but sponsor me anyway. Well, if you can sponsor Lewis Hamilton, you can sure sponsor me. I'm clearly on the same level as he is. I'm going to go to preset 2, which is my usual one, because I felt like 3 at Baku was not let me turn in a way that I would appreciate. And yeah, let's get cracking on this track that I'm slow at. But based on how the AI sort of balances itself for F2, I don't think I'm going to have any issues coming on pole anyway. We'll see. I just noticed Spider Boy my goat instead of Spidergoat Boy. Thank you, my man. Stabby, you are by far and away my favourite disc golf player in the world. You are in stratosphere all your own in that regard. No one comes close. Oh. I mean, to be fair, staring into the void aimlessly is a thing I do quite often. Just generally not on stream. Alright, see if Markelov's going to hold me up again like he did in Baku qualifying. I was saying that I feel a bit more confident about getting past people on this track than I do Baku. Don't you do it, Artem. No. No. Bad Artem. Okay. We're good. I feel like my frame rate is maybe less than ideal currently, but whatever, we're just gonna muscle through. Oh, that's pole. I'm gonna assume it's probably fast enough, even with Markelov holding me up. But we'll have a quick check to see. I'm 2 seconds clear, we're good. I'm just gonna go right ahead and let's get to the feature race.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Evans, Sonoda, and Pedro Piquet. The grid is set then, so that...
Okie dokie, artichoke.
So before the...
Let's drive around Austria for half an hour.
After the points finish last race,
Or
let's
25
aim to keep
minutes.
the momentum going.
Softs to hards, okay, sure. You the boss, Jeff? Starting an F2 car is so much easier than F1 because there's just no wheel spin off the line. These cars aren't powerful enough. So you can kind of just gun it as soon as the lights turn off. Oh, that was bad. And the back half of that lap is much better, but front half left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's gross. the way the AI is balanced for this is weird. So on the same difficulty that I struggle to beat in F1 cars, but in F2 cars, I'm pissing all over people. I'm 5.5 seconds up, 2.5 laps in. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I should say as well, I've got all the like the career specific difficulty stuff set to the standard. So like getting a drive for an F1 team is standard, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's not that. It's just I guess the F2 AI is not that good. I don't want to bump it up just to bump it down in F1, you know. Multitasking. Driving an F2 car around Austria and fueling my horrendous monster addiction. Sponsoring Monster. You know you want to. Here are my terms for a contract, Monster. Send me 24 cans of Ultra Paradise. That's it. Do whatever you want. Actually, to tie in Monster and Formula 1, the Lewis Hamilton flavour of Monster is really fucking nice. I like that a lot. But without walking halfway across the city to a certain petrol station, I got to take what I can get from the shop near me. Which unfortunately does not include the Lewis Hamilton flavour. It's quite relaxing to do a track that I don't have to flash back every fucking 30 seconds and slam it into a wall. You know? Get a bit Euro Truck, but Formula 2 edition. Just zen out and drive. I need more games where I can just sort of kick back and get enough out of it that I'm still having fun, but with no say no pressure, but that's the wrong description. No real stakes almost. A Euro Truck is great because I can just fucking make my time, do whatever, and just sit back and enjoy it. When playing Tetris, I've got to actually pay attention and focus and play hard, and I don't always want that, you know? And F1 is often the same way, to focus non-stop, but driving F2 cars on certain tracks is apparently very, very easy for me. I wonder if Brazil's in the F2 calendar. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Been a pit, and my tires feel okay, so I'm not going to. I guess I'll pit this lap. Oh, that was a slide caused by my tires for sure. And I've definitely dying. But it's okay. Oh yeah, they're definitely going 9. I'm having to like hate their steer in the middle of these slow corners. Just keep the ass end pointing in the direction I want it to. Let's get some new boots. While I check my phone.
Arton is in the pits. Arton in the pits.
Apparently no one passed me in the pits. Interesting. This is a somewhat unexpected development. Compared to the last race when I came out in, I don't know, 7th or 8th or something, and had to fight through. It's not a complaint, it's an observation. There's a curb there that I probably shouldn't hit. Oh well. What a surprise, Mazepin's dead. Virtual safety car. Yes, he deployed pit stops will not count as mandatory. This is some F2 rule that I don't know. But I've already done all the pit stops I need to do, so it's also not relevant. find VSC driving very difficult. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Okay, I'm gonna wind that back. VSC's ending, and then it didn't end. I got a penalty. Up that corner. This is not a particularly challenging corner. I mean, none of the corners on this track are particularly challenging. I'm just bad. The perfect example of me being bad. Purple second sector out of nowhere. Fucking third English purple driving like that. Jesus. doing. I was spun there. I just got up on the curb for no reason. Well, I've not lapped someone F2 yet, but I can see a guy in the fucking distance. Whose day am I about to ruin, I wonder? Felipe Drugovic, okay. Cool. Come here, Brazilian. Okay. I've got to stop driving on that curve. No reason for it, and it's going to spit me out sooner or later. Bit of a slide there. I think the tyres are going. Let's have a look. Ah, they're not terrible. I feel like I'm worse on tyres in the F2 car than in the F1. That also might just be because I've changed my wheel settings, so now I'm turning a bit more violently than I have been. I don't know. Anything is possible. Well, I lapped the guy in 21st, but where the fuck the guy in 20th? Is the question. Random purple sector out of nowhere. Okay, final lap. But I said, let's make it a clean one, but then I stuck my fucking wheels off the edge of the track in the first corner, so much for that. Nice to spin. Whoops, okay. And there we are. Feature race 1 in Austria.
And that brings to an end.
And you know, I think that might be a good time to call it a day for now.
So then, it's time
Done
to
a
see
bunch
how
of
this
races.
result affects the Drivers' Championship. Evans increases their championship lead. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valls.
I mean, I suppose I could go do the sprint race. Do I want to? Or do I want to leave that for another day? Let's leave it for another day. Been fun. Thanks for watching. Follow me on YouTube, all that good stuff. Search for me, whatever. Bye.